Hi guys, we're back again with another edition of Morts More Moment. Following on for a video we did recently, how to match shoes or shoe matching, we thought we'd drop another video entitled Shoes We Like. So that's pretty much it. I mean, you want to kick off?
Yeah, I guess so. Over the years we've kind of got to have an understanding of different tiers of shoes. When we first started, we were buying shoes from from High Street. Just any £30 shoe would do. And for us, I think, at least me, that was fine.
Oh, buying £30 shoes, come on.
You weren't buying £30 shoes?
No, when we started.
No, when I started my professional life.
Oh, okay,
my
fair enough.
professional working life.
So when you left university, which to be honest with you, most people leaving universities will have to still spend £30 shoes. Like,
and that's what I'm saying.
Okay.
So when I was wearing suits, when I was wearing High Street bought suits, I was wearing £30 shoes. Okay. And I still thought the shoes were on point. They were cool. Yeah. You know, and it was fine. Absolutely fine with it. As soon as I started to get tailored suits, I started to think, okay, you know what? I'm wearing £400-500 suits, and I'm still wearing £30 shoes. So quickly that had to change. Okay. For anybody who owns a business knows that even though everything looks great at the beginning of a business, you still have a lack of cash. So as much as I wanted the churches and so forth, I had to slowly upgrade. So I went to like £60-70 shoes, and for a while those were like, oh, these are expensive. But then I started to really realise that there's a difference. Those shoes that, you know, when you buy the £30 shoes, they take weeks to break in and they kill your feet. The more expensive the shoes that you start to get, the more comfortable they are as soon as you put them on, as I was finding. And so it kind of started to justify me. Every time I'd buy a £70 shoe, I was like, I can up it a notch. You can go to 90, you can go to 100, 150, keep on going. And as we've gone up, we've started to realise that there really are differences in the shoes that you buy. First shoes that we've got to mention are, of course, Mr. Hair. Yeah. We hope you've heard about him before, but great stuff.
Yeah, you can't have a shoe conversation without saying Mr. Hair. Like, that is like Mr. Hair is the man. So Mr. Hair, definitely.
I think my next pair of shoes,
definitely
Mr. Hair. Yeah. Right. Then you've got the likes of Crockett and Jones. You've got Beluti's from Italy, Italian brand, great shoes. John Lobb, if you're gonna go all the way up there. All the way up. Amazing. Yeah. All right. You went in there. Edward Green. You sent some beautiful pictures of Edward Green stuff the other day. And Churches
is up there. Barker's again. But I think when it comes to shoe brands, you're talking about top level. Those names that we just mentioned, those are the ones in the business. Those are the ones that you really need to pay attention to. Reason being that they're handmade.
Key when it comes to shoes. Right. Yeah. Handmade.
Handmade makes a difference as opposed to the machine-made stuff. It lasts longer.
And just to explain quickly before you go on to that, handmade doesn't mean bespoke. Bespoke is something completely different, and if you can afford bespoke, absolutely, you'll get nothing like it. I've heard, I'm not there yet, but I've heard. But handmade is the quality that you want because it just lasts longer and it stays together, and then you can, when you need to change the sole, it's easier to do. It's doable, put it that way. It's not doable on machine-made shoes. Cool. Anyhow, so
that, I mean, all I was going to say is really when it comes to spending more money in your shoes, we understand that if you're used to spending very little on your shoes, the chances are you probably spend often on your shoes, right? I'm just going to put it out there. That's if you like to have your shoes looking in good condition. Chances are you spend often on them. Now, if you spend a lot more on your shoes, chances are you've probably got a small collection which you rotate and you've had for years and they've been fine. You just pay for the upkeep, really. And that's the difference between choosing to spend more or less. Now, everyone has a different budget. As my dad would say, buy cheap, buy twice. Exactly. Everyone has a different budget. I'm not saying everyone has to go out there and spend 200, 300 or even 600 pounds on a pair of shoes. I'm not saying that. I'm saying if you can, I would definitely recommend you do. Because the reason being is that when you buy it, it's for life. And by life, I mean literally your life, your kid's life, your grandkid's life, and your great-grandkid's life. Because these shoes can be passed down, resold, rehealed, reconditioned, and they just last forever. Whereas the other shoes that you tend to see for about £30, or American friends $25, they tend to that was really good. That was really good, right? No, but they tend to wear away and break apart within a year or so, and I'm talking about cuts in the leather. I'm talking about leather ripping away from the sole. I'm talking about the sole.
A year if you're still rotating them. If you're wearing them every day, good luck getting 6 months out of that.
This is it. I mean, and this is the thing, there's stepping stones to this, right? Because, for example, you don't necessarily have to go from £30 shoes all the way up to the £300 or £200 shoes, right? But you've got the guys in the middle where you've got like the Dunes, the Kurt Geigers, who else is there? The Aldos. Those guys there, they produce a good quality shoe for in and around just over the £100 mark, right? And those shoes, as long as you're rotating and looking after them, those can last a long time. They may not last a lifetime, but they will last a long time. So just pay attention to the shoes you're going after, and yeah, handmade shoes.
Yeah,
they go a long way.
And then obviously when it comes to shoes,
as well, real leather.
Oh, is it even a question?
Yeah, but you know,
it doesn't have to be leather soles, but real leather uppers.
Yeah, I like rubber soles, to be fair. I do like rubber soles a lot. They last.
The thing is, actually, I've got one pair of rubber soles, and I want more. But the shoes I like don't tend to have it in rubber.
Yeah, it's not common.
So it's not. But in this country, because of the rain.
Yeah,
rubber soles are so much better.
I've been told it's because the leather ones, they're more prestige and they look better in design and aesthetics. The leather ones actually look better, so that's why. But hey, you know what the thing is? There's one shoe brand that I found out about recently, which I forgot to mention: Sons of London. Those guys are blowing up fast, and I want to check those guys out.
And in terms of prices,
price one's pretty good.
Yeah, pretty good.
Pretty good. Sons of London. So yeah,
actually, forgot about them.
Yeah. And yes, look, when it comes to shoe brands, like I said, we're not advocating that everybody runs out and spends their life savings on getting the most expensive pairs of shoes. What we are saying is that if you have the funds, highly consider it. Yeah.
I've got nothing more to add to that.
Done. I'm finished.
Cool.
I hope you learned something today. I hope you enjoyed today's video. Take away the good parts, throw away the rest, and continue to come back and watch more videos. Continue to like, subscribe, and comment on this video. Continue to send your questions in to us at ask@mortsmore.com. And also continue, this is the third continue, right? The third continue is continue to follow us and interact with us on our several social media streams from Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, Twitter, and YouTube. Yeah. That's it.
And share. Please share the video.
Share the
Let everybody know.
Don't be selfish.
The more that you share the video, the more questions we get, and the more things that we can talk about that you might not afford to ask.
Yeah.
So you know we're trying to help the world out here, man. This isn't about us. It's about you.
It's about you. It's not about us. I'm trying to have a sip of water. Sorry. But yeah, see you next week.
See you next week, guys.
In terms of why you haven't seen it, it's because the horseshoe waistcoat is uncommon. Now, it's not just to America. And 1 second, head's all beading up.
Yeah. Who's in Trinity? Me or you?